Hello and welcome to another episode of the CUFI Weekly, and this week let's talk about what's going on right now in Israel, and that is the truce with Hamas in Gaza and the return of some of the hostages. So far, a number of hostages have returned to Israel in exchange for a truce from the fighting. And we are thankful for every hostage that has returned, and we pray for those who are still in captivity, and we hope that they will return home to their families soon. But I don't want to focus on that right now. I want to focus on the absolute absurdity that we are seeing around this. As I record this, 10-month Kfir Bibas is still suspected to be in Hamas captivity. There have been some reports that came out today which the IDF are investigating, but I will not amplify Hamas psychological warfare on propaganda. Kfir turned 10 months old while in captivity. They kidnapped his younger brother. They kidnapped his mother. But let's take a moment to analyze that. This is who Hamas are. And what is even worse is that there are reports that Hamas sold the family to another terrorist group. Actually sold human beings to another terrorist group. And this is not unique. We saw ISIS do this with hostages when they announced that they had hostages for sale to other terror groups in Syria and Iraq. In Lebanon, Hezbollah and groups like that did the same thing. In the United States, we have such a focus in recent years on human trafficking, and we are seeing these evil terrorist groups doing exactly that. What's more, after these evil terror groups murder, rape, slaughter, and kidnap these people, kill their families, hold them in captivity, you have people who are so ridiculous, blinded by their hatred, that they're actually going, oh, look at how the hostages are returning. Look how humanitarian Hamas are. Are you out of your mind? They kidnapped them. They took them from their homes. They took children, they took babies, they murdered people, and now you're saying that because they're returning them and the way they're returning them, it's humanitarian? What kind of parallel universe to reality are we living in? Are you trying to tell me that when somebody is still in Gaza, next to Hamas terrorists, that they're going to be acting how they want to act, or are they going to be still scared? When people have their families still being held by Hamas, are they going to be acting how they would be acting? Or are they still going to be scared? When they've been held for over a month in captivity by a terrorist group, not sure if they're going to live or die. Is that the level of depravity we've reached in Western society, that we're justifying terrorist groups and now painting them to be humanitarians? If you find yourself justifying, excusing, or trying to make light of their actions, if you find yourself becoming their propaganda arm because they returned hostages and because the hostages looked happy, you need to do some serious soul searching. And to those people who were tearing down posters, what now? Was one of these children that was released on those posters that you tore down? How do you live with yourself? Genuinely, how do you look in the mirror and know that this is the kind of person that you are? That is justifying and acted as propaganda for a genocidal terrorist organization. We must continue to speak out against the evil of Hamas. We can never forget what happened on October 7th, and until every single Israeli is home, we must continue to demand that the hostages come home. This is Kasim Hafeez for the CUFI Weekly. For Zion's sake, do not remain silent.
Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to cufi.org to check out all the resources we have available free to you.